Hey guys, Mustang here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be taking a look at this STR free-to-play Champa with his TUR Awakening. We're going to be trying him out on the Bond of Master and Disciple 200% team. His only 200% leaders are this Int Gohan, Physical Turles, and then Kale. So doesn't exactly have a lot of crazy meta-relevant 200% team leaders. Although, of course, this team has got some pretty solid units on it, especially with, like, the Tech Beerus Super Easy A. Margarita's Easy A recently is really good. Vados is still pretty good. So, funnily enough, like, the Int Gohan is the worst unit on the team, right? So, if we take a look at Champa and what he does here, he's got a Universe 6 leader skill for 66% and 3 key. His super attack is greatly raise attack for 1 turn, supreme damage to the enemy, and greatly lowers defense. So he has no defense raise on super. And then his passive is key plus 3. And then here he is. He is RNG in human form, well, cat form. He has a great chance to get 300% attack. He has a high chance to get an additional 400% attack, a medium chance to get an additional 500% attack, and a rare chance to get an additional 600% attack. So if we got all of those RNG procs at the same time, he would get 1,800% extra attack, and as greatly raises attack on super as well. So that'll be interesting. Obviously, with free-to-play stats, I don't know how high he'll be able to get up. He gets 50% defense per key square obtained, and then he gets an additional attack and defense 200% when attacking if you get 3 or more orbs. So, interestingly enough, like, what's he at? 63k start of turn. If we get 10 orbs, that puts him up, that's going to be what? 500%? So, I mean, it's not great defense, but if we do that, that's going to put him up to 240k. I mean, is he even going to tank well here with against a type advantage boss? Now, bear in mind, he's going to get 200%. I haven't link leveled him. I was going to do all of these guys as full level 10 links showcases, but because I hadn't link leveled all of these older guys, and I don't summon as much as I used to, I don't whale out as much, I don't buy as many of the packs and stuff, I'm starting to run low on link skill orbs. And I don't want to waste them on these units who realistically, are probably never going to use this guy again. I made that mistake with the Namekians, right? I leveled their links to 10. And after their very disappointing showcase, I'm probably never going to use that unit again. So I don't want to waste link skill orbs on this guy. But we have Godly Power, the Innocence, and Shocking Speed active with Vados here. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what he does. Now, we're going to have to try and keep track of these numbers, because the problem with RNG units like this, so 13.9. The problem with RNG units like this is we have no idea, like, how much of his passive actually procced. Now, 13.9, that's pretty good for a free-to-play TUR. Especially considering he doesn't get any... Well, he gets 200% on super, so what was he at, like 240 something? So he goes up to just being just under 500k defense, which... Just under 500k raw defense, no defensive tech whatsoever. Not ideal for... actual like difficult content or anything, right, for Champa there. But 13.9, it'll be interesting to see what he hits on the next turn, so we can see like the comparison, right? So we'll keep Vegeta in slot 1 here, and then grab those for you, grab those for you. Vados and Margarita give Champa loads of support, because they support like Bond of Master and Disciple. I think it's like Bond of Master and Disciple, Realm of Gods, or Universe 6 for Vados. 20% each, which means for him he gets 60%. And then Margarita is the same. Well, I think she has one other one as well. I think she gives him like 80% support, which is pretty crazy. So he can get a lot of support. Tech Beerus can be like a go-to slot 1 partner for him. So I mean, he's in a good situation on this team. It's just like, first of all, this team is pretty outdated. No, some of the units are good, but I guess to be fair, the main reason it's outdated is the Carnival Gohan, who is very difficult to use, shall we say, in difficult content nowadays. But most of the other units on the team are either good or at worst are like usable. Yes, Gohan, 250k. I mean, I guess he didn't get to super, but damn, that is awkward. In fact, we're going to get the... I think this is going to be my first time actually seeing it. Yeah, we're going to get the Rage mode with Tech Beerus. This is actually legitimately, with all the videos that... I say all, I've only done a couple, but the videos I've done with Tech Beerus, I didn't actually get his Rage mode. So that's quite funny. He has a nuking style passive. Do that. Do that. Alright, so let's see. What is he doing? This is my first time using it. At least he's getting a 200% lead. Yeah, 12 mil. Repeated 12 mil attack stats for a rage mode. Pretty good. Like, and then there's the additional. I guess, yeah, the additional counts as like the lower key version of the super, which is a shame. But I mean, yeah, for a rage mode, that's pretty good damage. Yeah, crit on the additional, then there's the hidden potential additional. Yeah, so take Beerus rage mode, pretty good. And he can do it again. Damn, he got the additional super every time as well. That's pretty good. That's a lot of free damage that we're getting out of this man here. And then there's the additional from the hidden potential as another super as well. So, yeah, that's a lot of free damage. Is he actually going to super at all? There we go. So now he can't super after the rage mode. That's exactly what we were looking for here. Eat the super. D-rage down. And then I guess we kind of have to put Champa in slot 1, because otherwise I'm a bit too worried Beerus will just kill him. But they obviously have Connoisseur as a link, which is recovers 5% HP and gives a 7% defense. 7% HP, 7% defense at level 10. So that's pretty good. I mean, we can get 10 orbs again. So that's putting us back to that 250k mark. And we'll do that. So remember, we got 13.9 last time. And so this time for Champa, we are going to get, let's see, 7.6. So that's almost half. So you can see, like, the first time, we definitely got some of those extra procs that we then didn't get the second time. I mean, 7.6 is not, it's bad in, like, the general standards for, like, TURs, like, summonable, but is that bad for a free-to-play unit? I would say it's probably bad for a free-to-play unit because he doesn't do anything else, right? He doesn't have any defensive abilities. He's only really going to be, if you were going to use him, like, even if you, let's say you only have free-to-play units and you're putting a team together for, like, a lower difficulty event, the only reason why you'd bring him on the team would be to be a damage dealer. But then if he's going to have turns where he's hitting, like, way, way lower than what you would expect or what you would want to see, because, like, that 13.9 turn, if he was doing that every turn, then maybe we'd have a reason to bring him on a team, like, against a physical boss or something, potentially. But once he's dropped down when those procs aren't coming in, and he's doing, like, 7 million, then that's where he gets into that territory where it's like, well, there are probably multiple other units that I could bring on the team instead of him, who are going to be contributing more to the team in terms of, like, overall power, damage output, defense, like, all of that stuff put together. We have a very good chance here that Gohan just completely sells for us as well. Because I was going to say, unless he gets a couple of supers or gets a crit, he's actually not going to finish off Butex here. Okay, good. Because, yeah, he absolutely could get clapped there. So, but yeah, this rotation is going to be pretty strong. So yeah, what was I saying about Marcaria? What is her thing? I need to double check it, because hers is Realm of God, Siblings Bond, and Bond of Master and Disciple 20%. Oh, I think it's Vados that is actually the 80% one. Because she also gives Universe 11 categories 50%, which obviously he isn't. But yeah, Connoisseur, Godly Power, Innocence, Shocking Speed, and Shattering the Limit. Pretty good set of links active here. Double check Vados. Yeah, Vados is, oh, that's it, because it's Universe 6 as well. Realm of God, Siblings Bond, and Bond of Master and Disciple. So she gives Champa 80% support, which is crazy. If we can do that, we get 8 orbs this time. So we're at 211k. That's the thing, that's so low. Then he gets 200% on super. Actually, yeah, I think when I said in the first turn, I only said 100% because I said he goes up to about 500k. If it's 200% on super, then yeah, he's getting like just over 400k. So he'd be at about 600. In that early turn where I said 500, it's actually closer to 750 because it's 200% on super. But it's the fact that he's just complete RNG every turn for the damage. So, okay, 21 million this turn. So I feel like that's he got like the full procs, right? Even maybe the rare 10% one. Because Margarita gives him less support than Vados. And we got less orbs. Although it's only defense for the orbs, to be fair. But he hit a 21 million attack stat. Like a free-to-play... Unless I'm tripping and it was just 2 million. But I don't think so on this rotation. 21 million attack stat for a free-to-play TUR. Like, if he was doing that on a consistent basis, then he would be a unit that we'd be like, okay, yeah, we could run this guy. Like, let's actually put him on the team for, like, various different builds. But realistically, I don't see any real reason. Let's heal here just so hopefully we can prevent the Gohan cell. But yeah, realistically, I don't see much of a reason to use him on... Like even if you were going to run this team with the Gohan and run like a 200% Bond of Master and Disciple team, there's probably just better options to bring than this STR CHAMPA. But, I don't know, like if he was doing that every turn, I mean, here's easy a Dokkan Fest exclusive LR Vegeta hitting a 21 million super on his 18 key super. But obviously it's not like a great rotation for him. In terms of links, he's got some support obviously from Vados because she is supporting Siblings Bond and Bond of Master and Disciple, which he is on, so that's decent. But I mean, yeah, if he's doing that sort of thing every turn, and he had what, about 600k defense, like I say, the big issue is no defensive tech, which means some of the harder bosses in the game, even type neutral with normal attacks, like are going to be dealing damage to him, which is obviously not ideal. But I mean, he could be usable in some situations against physical bosses. You know, he might tank normals relatively well. He's probably never going to be tanking supers, like, well, from any event. Like, even with a physical boss, right? Unless we're talking much older stages. Because he doesn't get any defense on super. So, I gave mine, I think, mostly dodge and then crit. Because, like, I think, actually, no, I gave him dodge and some additional. Because if he does, if on the turn where you get that massive proc, he then does an additional super, then obviously that's another big attack stat super. He doesn't get any defense, so him getting an additional super doesn't help him out at all defensively, but still gives him the possibility of hitting relatively good damage numbers. And then, yeah, get an additional super and hit that number again. It's pretty good. So we've got 9 orbs here, no support this time. So it's pretty crazy. We've seen 13.9, then 7, then 21. So that's 3 times as high as the attacks that he did on the previous turn. I know it was 7 point something, so it's going to be slightly less than 3 times. But yeah, 3 times as hard as the turn before. And then on this turn, with no support, 6.3, which is the lowest. Which I feel like that's the one you're going to see the most often, where he's not hitting the procs of these extra attack power like rolls. Because the last couple were 30% and 10%, which is very unlikely to be getting, right? Which I think the 21... I think we can clearly see from like 6 million turn to then go into 20 million. 21 million. I think that was the full potential. I wish you could know, like, exactly which one's procced. Because I would love to know what the 21, if it was all of them. And if not, like... Man, if that wasn't all of them, imagine how he's going to look on the turn where he does get all of them. I mean, we could probably go for like one more rotation here, because obviously he has no build up or anything like that. So apart from, I wanted to see a good few turns of him so he could see the different attack stats that he's going to do. Because obviously, again, like at the start of the turn, we have no idea what's going to happen. He is just RNG the unit. Like, is he going to hit 6 million? Is he going to hit 21 million? Or is he going to hit 13? Like, he's just going to be all over the place every turn. And unfortunately, if you do take him into any fights of like relative difficulty, there will be turns where he doesn't get the proc, he doesn't get an additional, and then it's just kind of like, well, what did he really do, like, for the team in that turn? Vados is locked in slot 1, so go ahead and use the other Senzu Bean here. I guess we'll get, this will be the last turn for Champa, I think. So let's do this. It's not as many as I would have liked. So 8 orbs. And then we got 80% support from Vados, so we're at 217. So we go up to like 650k basically after supering. And against a physical enemy here, obviously this isn't the craziest event or anything, so against a physical enemy that's fine. And I mean, Tech Beerus hitting 18 million means that if Champa actually does get his full procs, he hits harder than the Tech Beerus. But I mean, Tech Beerus is a beast for multiple other reasons. See, 6 million, that makes it feel like that's the same as the last turn, or sorry, 9 million. That's pretty much the same as the 6 million turn, except now we have the support from Vados as well, and that pushes that number up a little bit. So we have seen him go from anywhere between 6 million all the way up to 21 million with defense that has ranged between like 600k to like 750 post super, which is good. Obviously, it's not anything like super crazy, but I think we probably will just end this off here. I don't know where I'm going to play out this turn, do my outro while the game is playing, but I mean, he's okay. I think if I had to rate them, are the Universe 6 Namekians better than him? Hit's probably the best out of the three. The Universe 6 Namekians better than this guy? I mean, they have guard, so arguably they're better than him defensively, but he's probably just more fun. Well, actually, he's got more raw defense, he just doesn't have guard, so you could argue that they are better defensively because they have guard, but he's more fun, and I think even on his lowest hitting turns, he was hitting harder than them. So there is that at least. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of STR CHAMPA down below in the comment section. I'll throw him on my link level team and get him link leveled. Maybe he will be useful at some point in the future. If we get a new Whis or like a new Beerus and we actually get like a new sort of like proper Realm of Gods 200% team, he could be a unit that you throw on there against a physical enemy potentially. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of STR CHAMPA down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.